A very good morning to all of you. Today I will discuss on the concept of booting. What are the steps in booting process? Why there is a need of operating system and what are the function of operating system? So after watching this video presentation, you will be able to define booting. You will be able to explain the types of booting. You will be able to define operating system and you will be able to explain the need and the function of operating system. So let's start with the topic. Now, what is booting? So, a booting is a process of starting a computer. It is a process of making a computer system ready to perform some task. It can be initiated by two methods. The first method is hardware, the second method is software. Through hardware, you can press the power button. When you press the power button, a booting start takes place. That is, starting of computer takes place. There is another way to start the computer like through software command, that is restart, that is known as rebooting. Now when the booting is complete? The booting is complete when the operating system is fully loaded into memory system and the system is ready for the user. So that is a simple definition of the booting. Now what are the steps in booting process? If you see that the first step is basic input output system is loaded. This is a firmware. A firmware is a type of the software that is programmed on hardware. This program is stored in ROM memory and from ROM memory it is loaded. So the first program, that is computer program, is BIOS, that is loaded. After that there is a second step, that is power on self test, where the hardware component is tested whether the hardware is working properly, correctly, like keyboard, storage device, CPU. So in this step the hardware is tested. Now after that the third step is operating system is loaded. In this step the operating system is loaded into memory and thereafter it takes control of the computer system. After that the fourth step is system configuration. System configuration means that the device driver will be loaded in memory. Keyboard has a device driver. Output devices also has device driver like printer. For printer we are also having a device driver. So in this phase the device driver is loaded into memory so that the user when log into the system he can use the device properly. After that the system utilities are loaded. Utilities is a system software. There are many utilities in system like antivirus. Antivirus is a utility that is used to maintain the system, computer system. It scans the virus. So in this phase the system utilities is loaded. And finally in the last phase the user authentication is done. The user authentication can be done by password or by user attributes like finger, print, eye, retina. So by using user attributes you can authenticate the user. So these are the important steps in booting process. Now what are the types of the operating system? If you see that the first type is cold booting, the second type is warm booting. Now what is the meaning of cold booting and warm booting? The cold booting means the computer is started after shutdown or when the computer is completely switched off, and when you press the power button at that time then it is a cold booting process. So cold booting means the starting of computer system after shutdown or the computer has been off. That is known as cold booting. It is hard booting. It is done by pressing on the power button. So these are three important points in cold booting. Now what is warm booting? Warm booting means when you restart the computer system. That is warm booting. It is also known as soft booting. When warm booting can be done, it can be done by pressing the Control plus Alt plus Delete keys simultaneously, or by selecting a restart option in window. So that is a warm booting. Now what is the operating system? As I have already discussed in earlier video also, that the operating system is a system software that manage the computer resources. The resources can be CPU, memory, or input output devices. So it's the operating system that is going to manage the computer resources efficiently. It is the essential, that is important part of the computer system. I have also discussed that from user point of view, at the bottom there is a hardware, then above hardware there is a operating system, and in the top there is a user. So user interacts with operating system, and operating system further interacts with hardware. So it provides an interface between user and hardware. The operating system looks after the basic function of the computer system. I have already discussed the basic function of operating system, like inputting, outputting, processing. So operating system manage all the process. What are the different operating systems? There are many operating systems, popular operating systems like Linux, Windows, etc. Now the question arises, why there is a need of operating system? So following are the reason for the need of operating system. If you see that the operating system provides a platform. It provides a platform for application software to run. Application software means like MS Word, payroll software, Photoshop, which are used by the user for particular application. So application software runs on operating system. An operating system is a system software which provides the platform. Without operating system, application software cannot be installed. After that, the operating system provides an interface between hardware and user. It provides environment for application development. Yes. In operating system, you can install IDE, that is integrated development environment, where you can make program or develop program and run the program. Operating system act as a resource manager. Why it is acting as a resource manager? Because operating system manages the resources, when to use the resources, how to use the resources, that is decided by the operating system. Multitasking means at the same time multiple tasks can be performed, like you can watch video, you can do other activities also. So operating system provides a multitasking features. So there is a reason for need of operating system. Now what are the important function of the operating system? These are the important function of the operating system. The first function is device management. The second function is process management. The third function is memory management. The fourth function is file management. The fifth function is security. And there are also other activities which are done by the operating system. Let's discuss each this function in detail. Now, what is process management? Process management means the how the process is created, how the process is scheduled, how the process is terminated. There can be many process. If you want to see the process, then you can click on the taskbar and there you can select task manager option, and in the left side you can see that there is a many option available process. So there are run many process at the same time. Process scheduling means there can be many process like P1, P2, P3. Process means program in execution mode. When the program is in execution mode, that is process. So there can be many process. That operating system schedule which process will be run. All the process can be run by giving some time to this process. After that, this process will be allocated to CPU. After that, this process will be allocated to CPU. That is a time sharing system. Then process termination, the process can be terminated at any time. After that, there is a important, that is a device management. The operating system deals with monitoring the status of device through input output controller. So the input output controller checks the status of the device, whether the device is working properly or not. Then allocation of devices to the process. Suppose P1 is a process which needs any input output device. So operating system decide that the devices will be provided to the process P1. After completion of process, the device is deallocated when there is no need of any input or output devices. After that, there is a memory management. The operating system keeps tracks of memory. So this is a memory. This is allocated to process P1. This is allocated to process P2. So this is utilized. This is unused memory. So it keeps tracks of all the memory. It allocates the memory to new process. Suppose new process is created, that process also needs memory. So suppose this process can be given this memory, that is P3. Process is allocated this memory. When this process is completed, then this memory is deallocated. Reallocated means this memory becomes free so that it can be used by another process, that can be P4. So the operating system deals with memory management also. After that, there is an important, that is file management. A file is a collection of information that is recorded on the secondary storage, and these files are managed by the operating system. All types of files are managed by the operating system. It is a process of manipulating the files in system. It deals with file creation, modifying, deletion. You can create new file. You can modify that file also, modify the contents of that file also, and you can delete this file also. So that is all file management. It helps in easily and quickly locating the file system. Yes, there is also a search option where you can put the name of the file, so that will also help you in easily and quickly locating the files. After that, the operating system also deals with security, that provides protection to computer resources such as memory, disk, data. How it is going to provide the protection to this resources, that is memory, disk, data, program, that you can make the system protected from the password, and after entering the password you can log in the system. That is, it protects against unauthorized access, which can be done by making some restriction through password, or the login can be possible only through user attributes like fingerprint or iRetina. So it also provides security. There are other activities that is done by the operating system like error reporting, like you can see that this is an error, or you can close this error, or you can check this error online, or you can debug the program also. There is also one function that is provided by the operating system, that is recovery. Suppose the user want to recover the window to the original state, so recovery is provided by the operating system. That can be provided in CD or in hard disk, it is also available. So that's all for today. So I hope you have now understood what we have discussed today. We have discussed about the concept of booting. We have discussed about the various steps in booting process. We have also discussed about the operating system, that is a system software that provides interface between user and hardware. And we have also discussed about the various function of the operating system, that is memory management, process management, file management, security, device management, and other activities like error reporting, recovery. We also discussed about the need of the operating system, that it provides platform for application to run, it provides interface between user and hardware, it acts as a resource manager, and it provides multitasking features. So that's all for today. Thank you.